What comes over me? Feeling that drama bubbling. All or not for me. Before I can even start to breathe. What comes over me? Feeling that drama bubbling. All or not for me. Before I can even start to breathe.
Welcome to Cruiser Spotlight, where we get to know our friends in the cruise community better with some fun questions. And today we're with Greg Humber. Hey, Greg, thanks so much for taking the time to share your cruise story with all of us here in our very first edition of Cruiser Spotlight.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm honored that you asked me to be on your show, and just can't wait to hear what you're going to ask me.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. You just had a birthday this week, too.
No, I sure did. I still have the party hats to show for it. So it was a wonderful time, and we had a great holiday weekend, extended birthday and whatnot. So
happy to hear it. So we're going to get started with where your cruise journey started. Now, when was your very first cruise and what ship was it on?
So now that's a very interesting question because my very first cruise, we're going back, maybe I shouldn't say when it was, but it was 1969 with my family.
Oh, wow.
And believe it or not, I don't know if you remember the show, or maybe you've never seen it, I Love Lucy. And they had an episode where Lucy and the whole gang went on a ship for the very first time. It was hysterical. And they happened to go on the Constitution out of New York. Well, my very first cruise happened to be on that same ship. Now, I was very young, so I don't know if I would really consider that as my first cruise that I've been on. I mean, technically it was. But fast forward later on to like 1994 or so, four-ish. My actual first cruise was on the Regal Empress, which happened to be a cruise to Mexico. And it was a 3-day cruise. I went on the cruise and I got bit by that bug because
like we all did here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was my first experience and the first time I ever cruised. It was January 1994.
You're definitely a veteran cruiser, and I knew you were going to take us way back because I remember seeing some footage from a cruise vlog that you did on VHS. So do you consider yourself one of the OG cruise vloggers?
So I posted the video. I found the video. I changed it. I converted it over to digital. And this was not too long ago. But the cruise took place in 1995. And a lot of people who have seen the videos have been commenting and writing and saying, dude, you're the OG vlogger. I mean, you
Right.
have to be, because I went through all the basics. I did the embarkation. I showed a ticket. We actually had a paper ticket. So I showed the ticket. I showed the cabin. I did the cabin tour. I did the midnight buffet. I did went into the casino where we were putting quarters into the slot machine. Yes, we actually put quarters in and went cha-ching. And no, it was interesting. Back then they used to turn your beds. The cabin steward would come twice. So once in the morning to clean your cabin and fix your bed, and then at night they would turn it down. They put a chocolate mint on your pillow. Yeah, so I filmed all of that, and it's great. I posted it. I got a lot of comments, a lot of reviews, views on it, and it turned out to be a great thing that I ended up doing from 1995. So, and that was on Carnival Fantasy, and that was a wonderful ship. I don't know if you've ever cruised on the Fantasy before.
No, well, I didn't.
Well, you won't be able to.
I won't now.
Yeah, so that was my OG vlog for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was like flabbergasted when I watched that. You are truly the OG. Now, since that first cruise so many years ago, and we'll count the Constitution, how many cruises have you been on total?
Well, if we count the Constitution, I think I'm at around 25 cruises since then, you know. Yeah, I did get bit by the cruise bug, but there were gaps in the very beginning. And it's crazy how it kind of like ramps up, because I was doing like one every 2 years, then I was doing one every year, then I was doing two every year. And now I'm like doing 3 or 4 a year. So, and these are long cruises. These aren't like the 3-4 day cruises. These are 6, 7, 8 day cruises that we go on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just about everybody, I know you and I, and probably most people watching, we've got a problem, and it's a cruise. Do you have a favorite cruise line and or ship?
So my favorite cruise ship, I I've got to say, I really have to say it's Carnival. Carnival has got to be my favorite cruise ship. So I started with Carnival, basically on the Fantasy. I went on another Carnival after that. And then I was thinking, you know what, I need to try others. So I tried Princess. And what's funny is I went from Carnival to Princess. And I was like, wow, this is better. And then I went back to Carnival. I'm like, wow, wait a minute. Carnival got better than Princess. And then I went back to Princess. And then Princess was better than Carnival. And then went back to Carnival. And Carnival was better than Princess. So I ended up with Carnival. I've got my seniority there. And then I tried Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. But in my opinion, I don't think they kind of compare to Carnival for what we want to get out of our cruising experience.
And that's what I love about all of the different cruise lines is they all offer a little something different, and there's something for everybody on the different lines. Now, Greg, what's your dream cruise itinerary that you haven't done yet?
So we haven't done Australia. That's big on my list. And it was funny too, because even before cruising, I basically had Australia as being on my bucket list, and no better way than to actually go there and jump on a ship.
Now, you're definitely what I like to call a well-seasoned cruiser. So what is your top tip that you would give someone that's going on their first cruise ever?
First cruise ever? Well, how much time do we have? Tips.
Just a quick tip.
A quick tip. Wow. Get to know your ship. That would be the best tip I can give. I mean, watch a lot of YouTube videos. You know what, Mark, you've got great content. There's a lot of others out there. We have some content too on all the various ships, and that's really like the number one tip, the first thing that I could think of.
Now, Greg, it is time for a few cruise quick fire questions. Are you ready?
Let's see. I guess I'm ready.
All right, go. These are going to be quick fire and very easy. Buffet or main dining room?
Main dining room.
Formal night, dress up or laid back?
Okay, so usually there's two. The first one we get dressed up. The second one we're more laid back.
All right. Inside cabin or balcony?
Balcony all the way.
Water slides or hot tubs?
Water slides. That's a close one.
I thought you would go hot tubs, though, so you surprised me there a little bit. Early boarding or fashionably late?
Oh, early all the way.
All right.
The earlier the better.
Well, thanks so much for chatting with us today, Greg. And in case anyone watching didn't know, you and your better half, Michelle, have a YouTube channel where they can follow along with your crazy cruise adventures, right?
That's right. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. That is Cruise Life TV. You can catch us on YouTube, and we have a Facebook page, and we're also on Instagram. But basically, you'll catch us on YouTube under Cruise Life TV.
All right. Thanks a lot, Greg.
Thank you, Mark. We had a good time.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming Cruiser Spotlight segment, just shoot me an email or Facebook message, and we'll add you to the list. Now, back to the live show.